the best Quad City sports talk radio show in the world. With the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City sports talk radio show. We're not the Quad City sports talk radio show. We are your Quad City sports talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
All right, it's a beautiful Monday out there, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Jaybird, Leah Baum, T-Roy in the house. And wow, Leah.
Yes, sir.
What a interesting weekend of football.
It was. It was.
It was.
I mean, it started out on Saturday with a thrilling game with Illinois. I mean, Illinois looked really good, Jay.
Yeah, they came out and put 14 points up on Iowa before. It just seemed like before Iowa was even off the bus.
Yeah.
Getting to Memorial Stadium. Yeah, down 14-0. That's a good time to live bet the Hawks.
The Bears did great.
No, they did not.
Yeah, they didn't. The Bears blew a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Oh, the Facebook posts were entertaining, though, weren't they?
Bear fans are not happy with
Nah.
Mr. Nagy.
Not happy today.
Nagy is Nagy.
About that Iowa game, Iowa defeated Illinois 35-21 on Saturday at Memorial Stadium. Iowa extended its winning streak to 5 games, and they have won 5 straight in the same season for the first time since 2015 when they opened up that season 12-0. Iowa in this last 5-game winning streak has outscored opponents 186-76, averaging 37.2 points per game. Here's some other things for you. Iowa has played 21 straight games without surrendering 25 points. That is the longest streak in the nation among Power 5 teams. That's an interesting stat. Yeah. And, you know, we have, every once in a while, you have your anti-Hawkeye fan, or, I mean, Twitter was. They were blowing up on Petrus.
Yeah.
I don't like Twitter.
And, actually, Tyler Kluver from Washed Up Walk-On's, former Hawkeye and Washed Up Walk-On's podcast, he said, you know, Petrus has to go back every time. If he makes a mistake, he has to right the ship, and he has to think about it. And, you know, he has shown time and time again that he has. And he said, Twitter just gets to crack another beer and go to bed. Meaning, no one has to, like, Twitter, you can say, be so anonymous. So you don't have to own what you're saying about anything. That is the problem.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Is the definition.
I mean, at
of
least
those
in
people.
Facebook, there's a profile. Instagram, people, they see your photos and everything else. But Twitter is just like...
It's full of trolls. It's just people trolling other people on purpose. Just to create
And friend of the
controversy.
Show, great Hawkeye, and now she's in North Carolina. Lucy Rodin was on live yesterday on TikTok. And I asked her, that was a question I said, what is with Iowa Twitter? Like, so quick to turn and then on a player and then never own up to an apology. And she said, you're absolutely right. She said, as a matter of fact, she took like 3 weeks off of Twitter. She said she just couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
So,
it's negative.
yeah, speaking of Petrus, he threw a career-high 3 touchdowns, a 24-yarder to Sam Laporta, 4-yarder out to Smith Marset, and a 16-yarder to Sean Byer. They looked good. So, 5 straight wins, 5-2, and just come up to the realization that we'll just do a what if, 5 points.
What if?
Had a conversation yesterday. The Fisher brothers had a birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday, guys.
Had a conversation of something that we talked about last week with Skip, and I'm going to do some digging. Right now, the only bowl affiliation where it is Big 12 and Big 10 up or head-to-head by contractual is the Cheez-It Bowl in Phoenix. But now, you know how sometimes they fall down because someone makes a college football playoff and it goes down the ladder that type of way. With Iowa State being in the top 10 for the college football playoffs, and we'll find the rankings out tomorrow. I just don't know if Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa State will have to get really, really worked in the Big 12 championship game against Oklahoma, and then to maybe fall down to that type of bowl.
The Cheez-It Bowl?
Yeah, but my point is this:
You were eating Cheez-Its the other day, so don't be.
I like Cheez-Its.
Yeah, right.
But no.
Not hating on the Cheez-Its.
Oh.
My point is what I'm asking for in these unprecedented times is that bowl people come out and say, you know what? We didn't have the Cyhawk game.
Okay.
And there's, where there is a state where a lot of Iowa snowbirds live. So
Florida.
And?
Oklahoma.
No.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, I know.
And my other point is, if you can go out and do this to get this rivalry that got suspended, you'll also become loyal fans of the bowl game. Meaning, let's just say 5-6 years down the road, Iowa doesn't make a bowl game, but you want to travel. And you're like, you know what? Let's go to the Cheez-It Bowl.
I've never even heard of the Cheez-It
Well,
Bowl.
it probably was another bowl. It probably was the Sun Bowl before that. They'll change names.
But now they're sponsored by Cheez-It, so it's Cheez-It Bowl.
But that's my point is that
Capitalism,
I really
hard at work there.
I'm going to do some more digging and try to figure out how the contracts work, and maybe there's a couple bowl scenarios. But we'd really like that to see that. Tomorrow night, Iowa Hawkeyes take on number 16 North Carolina. The Hawkeyes will remain at number 3 because Baylor. Some people in the front office, the athletic department at Baylor, brought in COVID into the building.
Oh, okay.
Trickled down to the coaches. Baylor was supposed to play Gonzaga on Saturday. It got postponed. Now Gonzaga, their players have it now. And when NCAA rules are that if a team gets it, anyone on the team, they're down for 14 days. Doesn't mean they come back right before Iowa versus Gonzaga. So we are going to get that number 1 matchup. So that's a good thing. Yeah, but tomorrow night, that's going to be a 6:35 tip-off in Iowa City at Carver Hawkeye Arena. And we'll do some more talking about that. But then you go on to Sunday, the football.
Where do we start?
Winners, losers.
Start with the Bears.
Who won the day? Who lost the day? Who looked? Give me some winners. Give me some teams that you think.
Travis Kelce.
That looked good.
Played amazing.
Miami came out and did what they needed to do. They started out down, and Tua led the team back. The defense looks tough. Granted, it was Cincinnati, but whatever.
Well, let me tell you this about Miami. They are the only team. Where is my stat at? Miami is the. Hold on. Miami had 2 interceptions against the Bengals. Miami is the only team in the NFL to force a turnover in every game this season.
They have a good defense. They really do.
Defense,
and it's helping them out a lot. The other team that has a good defense and playing with a backup quarterback and looking really good, New Orleans.
Yeah, Taysom Hill finally threw his first NFL touchdown pass. And Saints have clinched a playoff spot.
I mean, the Packers look good. Rodgers and Devontae Adams are a show. Philly's a train wreck, but that's fine. I mean, you play who's on your schedule.
Talk about a live bet. That's the one to get into. Is the Green Bay game to live bet that. I actually got that in at -4.5 when they were down a little bit to the Eagles. Aaron Rodgers threw his 400th touchdown. He reached the milestone 12 games faster than any of the previous 6 QBs with 400-plus touchdowns.
Nice.
So not the fastest?
He is the fastest.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he made it 12 games faster than the next in line. So
I'm telling you, man.
He doesn't suck.
Aaron Rodgers is right up there for me as one of the best of all time. And he very well should have more Super Bowls than he does if somebody with the brain was running the front office in Green Bay and giving the guy some weapons. But anyway. Yeah, Green Bay looked really good. I don't know what got into New England. That really shocked me, and it couldn't happen in the worst possible moment. You know, I needed my boy Herbert to produce. It's his worst week ever.
yeah, he only had 209 yards, 26 of 53, 0 touchdowns.
For fantasy's sake, so they look good. Like I said, Kansas City kind of squeaked by. Denver.
They played like crap, though.
You did. You played terrible. Las Vegas, another team that played terrible, should have lost.
What
a terrible defensive call. Greg Williams has already been fired.
He got fired.
In the Jets, but just...
Greg Williams, known from the Saints for the whole Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate.
So they broke this down. Bill Barnwell broke it down, what happened. So Las Vegas gets the ball back with 35 seconds left. And Greg Williams has never seen a blitz call that he doesn't love to take. So they call a blitz. And they set up the safety on Darren Waller, who has already had a 200-yard game. We're just close to 200 yards, flirting with 200. So they hit some a pass there, It was a blitz. The safety's just nothing. They spike the ball, and then they go into like kind of prevent defense. Then Nelson Aguilar gets free, but Carr overthrows him. So now Williams is like, wait, I didn't call a blitz, and look what happened. So now I'm going to call a blitz. They put 7 to blitz and 8 on the quarter, and the 8th man on the quarterback, leaving 3 defensive backs on 3 receivers. The defensive back that Ruggs beat was an unsigned, undrafted free agent defensive back, 1-on-1 with a first-round All-American
4.3 speed.
wide receiver. Greg Williams got fired today.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Do we know that for a fact?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the Jets were
It
looking
came
at getting the
across
first
Twitter
win.
right away this morning.
Yeah.
Schefter,
Okay.
Schefter reported it right away this morning.
Dang, he's
I
having
think you're
a
leaving out 2 teams that were winners.
bad day.
The Rams. I
Okay.
wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, Mr. Man. I thought the Rams looked really good in their victory, and man, their defense their defense showed you how to stop Kyler Murray. So there you go. The blueprint is there now. Kyler Murray, watch out.
So,
And the other team, the Colts.
oh,
I didn't watch that game.
well,
I didn't even check on it.
It's a
problem-
tough divisional matchup, and they went on the road and they handled it, and they covered spread. Minnesota won as well, but man, did they feel good? I mean, they were
that was a terrible game to watch.
right.
Kyler
I mean,
Murray
they got lucky.
has not. I don't think they've won since they held Murray, Arizona, and he came out in the first 9 games and rushed for 10 yards, and he had in the first 10 weeks he averaged 67 yards on the ground, and he had 10 rushing touchdowns. Since then, he's just total 63 on the ground. So
And no touch.
he's got to create the offense for them. I thought you would throw in the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, why is that not showing? Oh, all right. I know why.
And then, I mean, if you listen...
Actually, I should have thrown that in. And yes, we all picked Tennessee there. And Cleveland just... Man, you might have to start saying this. Remember last year, they were the fancy pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought, Cleveland's going to be good.
Well,
Well, they had to get rid of that crappy coach.
So they
now,
showed up.
Now they got a good coach.
Stefanski, yeah.
Stefanski's in there. Mayfield has some swagger to him.
Well,
But they have the running backs, man. When you got that 2-headed monster at running back, and their defense is good. Look at their 9-3 now.
Yeah, but that's what I brought up about Cleveland, because last week, if you remember, I said, Baker if they can just keep the ball out of Baker's hand, get about 225 out of him, and touchdown here and
He
there.
threw
They're
4 touchdowns and 360 yards.
yeah. So I was don't listen to me on those things. But I want to
He won the Heisman. He doesn't suck.
I want to take you through something though about Cleveland. All right,
Okay.
Take me down the rabbit hole, Jay.
they have wins over all NFC East teams
Okay.
and the Bengals.
Do what you got to do. Beat who you're supposed to beat.
Don't
Don't go Seattle.
They've got to win over Jacksonville,
Okay. Beat who you're supposed to beat.
win over Eagles, win over the Texans. And some of those are just 1-score victories. Jaguars by 1-score victory. Actually, the one over the Titans is a 1-score victory. Eagles is a 1-score victory. Texans is a 1-score victory. Bengals is a 1-score victory. Not the Colts. Not the Cowboys. Washington, that double score. Bengals 1 score. Lost to the Ravens. Lost to the Steelers. Lost to the Raiders. All by at least double digits. So, remember last year when we would kind of say Green Bay is a false 13-3.
Mm-hmm.
They might be a little porous.
Okay.
I think we're looking at
who's on your schedule.
we're looking at W's. That's all.
Just gonna beat who's on your schedule.
They've got games against the Ravens and another team that I thought you were going to bring up, the team that's going to win the NFC East, the New York Giants. 5 straight wins, and they probably should have beaten Tampa Brady.
Their last loss.
Mm-hmm. So they've got to. So I'm saying they got the Giants, and then they have the Jets, and they have the Steelers. They have 3 games that they could, out of those 4, that they could easily lose. They've got to prove it themselves against the Ravens this week. The Browns do. I like the Giants now.
What?
Why?
Come on, Jay.
They're just winning. They just beat Seattle in Seattle.
Didn't they lose to Dallas?
The Giants?
Yeah, their last loss was against Dallas.
Okay. Well, that's when, yeah, but, I mean,
All right.
Wayne Gallman, your Week 13 rushing leader. Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
All right, let me take you here. All right, so they are now sitting at 5-7, and they have the Cardinals,
You like the Giants. That's a
the
loss.
Browns, at
That's a
Ravens.
loss.
Well, who's going to win the East?
Well, I don't know.
Someone's
Someone's going to have to, but
Yeah, the
those are all games they should lose.
The NFL is saying like someone has to.
Yeah, I mean that's how it works.
That's the rule. Yeah, the NFL says like, no, someone's coming out here.
It's going to be Washington.
And Philadelphia's like, it's not us.
No, Dallas is like, no way, Jose.
No way. No thanks, Tom Hanks. It was like I said, that Jets game was just unbelievable. I mean, that, you know how many like money line parlays that just would have destroyed alone. Well, we've got a doubleheader tonight.
Who we got tonight?
Buffalo
We've
at San Fran and Pittsburgh hosting the Washington.
I know yesterday this was going on last night on social media, and I will try to figure out, do some digging, and people on at the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, you can let us know. Fox said that they're not going to show the Steelers Washington football team game.
Yeah,
Why?
they didn't get the rights to it. To
So
show it on Monday night.
do they know yet how we're?
You'll be consuming that through NFL Network, I'm assuming.
Okay, so if we go to a happy hour at,
I'm assuming
Pines for a 4
should be
o'clock
able
kickoff.
to, yeah, you should be able to find that on the NFL Network.
okay, like I said, maybe someone, or I can do some digging as well. But speaking of the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, I want to thank everybody for listening to us.
The other Monday night game will be on ESPN.
Mm-hmm. I want to thank everyone for listening to us on ESPN 1170 AM. You can listen to us on your smartphone. Download the app, ESPN 1170 AM. You can also listen to us, ESPN1170am.com.
But you noticed that Fox announced that on Friday.
Okay.
Jay Kidwell announced that on Friday.
I wonder why they didn't get the rights to it.
Because I tweeted.
Oh, yeah.
I
Because you
tweeted
tweeted
at
back to
him.
him.
I said, "What professional doing his job? Way to go!"
Yeah,
Jay."
yeah. No, that's, yeah.
Because that's how you inform your
Audience?
Yeah.
Well, you inform your audience, your town, your city, your people that care.
Right.
Because you care about them, you let them know well in advance that you're not going to be airing a game.
Yeah, it's probably a good
That
idea.
he makes a big deal about that. You know, I don't know.
And then
But Jay's a professional. So
Yep.
Thank you, Jay.
Good job.
thanks, Kidwell. Appreciate you. Wouldn't be
great
where we
dude,
were
too.
today without him, yeah.
Friend of the show, by the way.
Yep. We got to have him back on. So, yeah, just fun weekend of football. BYU and Coastal Carolina put a good game up. Indiana beat Wisconsin. Iowa State 42 over West Virginia 6. Notre Dame beat Syracuse. Ian Book becomes the winningest QB in school history for Notre Dame. It was a 4-way tie before that with 29 career wins. 2 out of the 3 quarterbacks, I know their names. The third one I don't know who he is. And they're not really names that you would think of like to have the most wins in Notre Dame history. You want to guess who the other ones were?
Go through again. Say it again. Repeat it.
Ian Book is now 30-3 as a starter for Notre Dame.
Okay.
He became the winningest quarterback in school history, breaking a tie with 3 other quarterbacks. And they're just not the ones that would come off at the top of your head. But you can try.
Okay. Well, I think one of them would be Brady. What's his face?
You nailed it. Yes, Brady Quinn is one of them.
Brady Quinn.
He's now a CBS analyst for college football.
Brady Quinn. Joe Montana?
Nope.
I'm trying to think of some other good Notre Dame quarterbacks from the 80s, early 90s. I don't know. All I have is Brady Quinn.
Well, that's really good.
Tony Rice.
Ooh, that's a really good guess.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not, though, but that's a really good guess.
I'm just looking at all the
It's a great
starts.
name.
He's got the most
he's the last
starts.
Notre Dame
so.
quarterback to win a national championship. Is Tony Rice.
In 88.
Yep. It's the other one's Ron Powlus. He had a brief sniff in the NFL, and Tom Clements. So, all right. Well, when we
Did you hear about? I got to bring this up.
Sure.
On the T-Roy text thread from Eddie, friend of the show. Did you hear what Trump said to Danny Gable?
Oh, I didn't. I was on at 10:30, and I shared it on Twitter. I didn't watch the presentation.
So Trump quoting here: Dan is a true GOAT, greatest of all time. And then he goes, I'm larger than you. Think I could take you? You'd have no chance. Dan replies.
No chance. Not even close. What is? I tell you what.
That's so great.
That's my president.
Put all your political things aside. I've said this before. Man, that guy is just an entertainer, and I'm glad that he even. It's up right up there with T. Roy saying that two of the toughest guys from Waterloo. What was it again that you said to him?
The first time I met Danny Gable, I'm like, I'm not used to being the second toughest guy from Waterloo in a room.
That's good.
Because I'll tell you right now, he'd wrap me up in a ball.
Yeah, those wrestlers don't play.
Oh, he's so awesome. But it was just great to meet him, and that was at least 10 years ago, if not more. So he was probably just turning 60 or early 60s, and he was still in great shape.
There's that meme that you see circulating on the internet about how I love watching a guy pick a fight with a middle-aged man with cauliflower ears in the bar. You just sit back and watch. I wouldn't do that.
You leave the guys with the cauliflower ears alone.
Yeah, you don't mess with those guys.
That's a very good idea.
Sage advice. All right, let's take our first break here at ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us. When we come back, we're going to look at
the
games we picked. The games we picked, how we did in our pick six, over-unders, all the fun stuff, and all the good times. When we come back.
Done Right TV and Security Solutions is proud to be your Dish premier local retailer. Use Dish's voice remote to search live TV, over 80,000 on-demand titles, and Netflix at the same time. Done Right has all the products you need to turn your home into a smart home. Not only do they have state-of-the-art products, they even have their own installation experts for TV mounts, wireless networks, home theaters, security systems, and more. Call 866-84-RIGHT today to get the package that is right for you. Netflix streaming membership required. Voice remote requires internet-connected Hopper. Restrictions do apply. Once again, that's Done Right TV and Security Solutions at 866-84-RIGHT.
Like that! You like that! Holy cow!
This is Tom Kakert from HawkeyeReport.com, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
This is Will at Dolan Jewelers. We know that gift giving can be a struggle for most guys. That's why at Dolan's we make it easy. We offer a wide selection of brilliant diamond studs that will make her face light up this holiday season. Our cheerful elves will also show you the most popular styles in jewelry today. For a safe, local, and easy shopping experience, visit Dolan Jewelers on Elmore Avenue in Davenport or dolanjewelers.com.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
But he did
play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Come on into Tyson's, more for Christmas.
We have gifts for everyone on your list this year, and all at more savings for you. Take care of the kids in your list with huge savings in our Tyson's Toy Shop. Get more for comfort and style with Carhartt, Ariat, Durango, and more. On sale now. What shopping list for Dad wouldn't be complete without a trip to Tyson's? Save today on deals from DeWalt and Milwaukee. Tyson's. Home, farm, auto.
Today, Angola Jr.
We're going to get probably IU and Northwestern in the Big Ten title game and then have people staring up and wondering here, is Ohio State going to make it? I could see a very real world where they're missing the playoff all of a sudden. It's less to me about the sanctity of a conference championship, which has never quite frankly meant all that much to me. It's about another data point. And the Big Ten creating an opportunity for Ohio State to have that chance to show the committee yet again, because that's what conference championships really are. Not something you can hold over Notre Dame's head as an independent for all these years, but an opportunity when all the committee is watching to go out there and show we deserve to be a part of this, because with the schedule they've played so far, with the performances Ohio State's put out there, I think you would have a hard time saying that resumes mean anything and allowing that Ohio State team in the playoff as it currently sits.
Shanae and Golic Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers, but maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to townsquarequadcities.com now for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising here on ESPN 1170. Get started today. Call 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com.
Your sports leader is new and different every day. Download the ESPN 1170 app today and never miss a thing.
Welcome back. This is Don't Ask Us a Local, AM 1170. Getting in and talking a little bit more about this week in football, and we're going to get to our pick'ems and our 2 pick sixes. You lovely ladies, you
dig?
Once again, Leah, Jay, is
Yes.
the leader on the pick'ems. On the money
pick'ems,
line.
The money line. That's where
they
she
call her Leah Moneyline.
Yeah. they when she walks into the Rhythm City and goes to the Elite Sports Book, they're like, here comes the money line mama.
Can they put some money into my line? That'd be great.
The money line mama.
Right, let's say, here comes the judge. Here comes the money line.
Don't forget, though, in the second
Kraken.
hour at 1, we get to do our Guess the Lines. So
I know.
Where are we sitting here on that?
We are tied up.
You guys are tied up finally?
It's as even as it can get. 6-6-1.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there we go. That's exciting.
Man, this is week 14. Anyway, Leah, you have 9 victories this week. Jay has 8. I have 7. I could gain a game on you guys if San Fran beats Buffalo. Jay could win and gain and tie Leah if Dallas beats Baltimore.
Hey, I'm gonna pause you for a second. We have a phone call.
So there we are. So you haven't won yet, for sure.
I'm still one.
Welcome to the show. Who do we have on the line?
You got Adam on the phone. How you all doing today?
Hey,
good, buddy. What's up, man?
Hey, I just been listening here lately, and let me first say I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too.
You.
And Bomber, last time I heard you on the radio say that I don't ask you any questions, so I got a question for you right away off the bat.
Uh-oh.
KC point spread, what happened there?
Yeah, it didn't happen.
That was her exclamation. You know what's funny you asked her that? Because we have an exclamation point and a star, and I had to write it down at 17.
And I'm glad she put all that because it made me bet the other way.
Oh, my
God. Leah.
You can't go a divisional rival over 14 points like that. So
is that what you just called to mock me on this Monday?
No. I just want to make sure that you knew that I think about you. And
okay. You use me to bet against because if I guess it, it's going to be wrong.
You're Moneyline Mama, though. Yeah, you're Moneyline Mama. I mean, if we're taking you on Moneyline, we're good to go.
Absolutely. I get the money line. I don't get the point spread, though. I never really get that.
But yeah, you got 9 of all those. You got 9 of 11 right.
9 out of 11. I could have won a lot of money if I would have bet on that.
I know you could have.
Dang it.
What was the final spread on that game at kickoff, Adam?
It was now you put me on the spot.
Well, it's either 13.5 or 13 or 14. I know it's.
I think 14. I thought it was 14.
I think it ended up being 12 though, in Vegas. I think they dropped it.
They would have.
Okay.
There's a thing in that game. There's a situation in that game that's really strange. They would have covered spread at the 12, or they would have pushed it 13. Tyreek Hill, for some reason, caught a ball, took it in the end zone, and then didn't feel like he caught it. It was like a catch, and somehow convinced Andy Reid to punt, and no one overturned it. They didn't challenge it.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're flirting around covering that game. There were some strange things. I think also like he dropped a ball. Tyreek Hill had an off day. I don't know.
But Travis Kelce had an amazing game. Did you like how he was like doink and just pushed that guy out of his way?
Oh yeah, he had 136 yards.
So here's the question for the professor and everyone else in there. Wild cards right now, as it sits, who do you think is going to be the disruptor in the AFC and the NFC?
Okay,
who's gonna be
the person that's going
to
the game that's going to take the chalk away, as you would say.
Yep.
Steelers.
Well, no, they're going to be in. Steelers are already in the one.
Shoe in.
We're looking not in the wild.
We're looking at the underdog that might be able to upset either them or Kansas City. I mean, my two are definitely Miami, Tennessee, but I just think they have the defense. Well, one has the running game to do it, the other one has the defense to do it. How about that? But New England?
New England's on the outside looking in right now.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay, so they're sitting at 6-6. The Colts would be the 7 seed at 8-4. The Colts have to completely take a dump, and the Patriots are not going to get in there.
Well,
that 45 nothing is farce.
I think the Colts more than Tennessee are going to be the disruptor.
Okay. You don't think the Browns has a chance to come in there and just,
what's funny?
Make a stink in one game and.
They could. I think Jay had a very interesting point. The teams that they're beating are all pretty bad. The teams that they're, except for Tennessee, of course, and the teams that they are losing to are pretty good. I mean, have they turned the table? They got the confidence. It's all about confidence, really. It's more mental than it is physical. They have all the physical attributes. I mean, I think Cleveland could definitely listen with the running game they have. Yeah. I mean, the way to beat Kansas City is keep Patrick off the field. That's it. That's the only way. That's the only way to do it because you give him enough time on the field, he's magical enough to beat anybody. So
Denver showed that last night.
Right. So that's the thing. Yeah. Do they have the ability to keep him off the field? Yeah. And would Kareem Hunt love to give the Chiefs a what for? I'm sure he would. Probably like to kick him once or twice. That's a joke about what he did to get kicked off the team, but anyway. I mean, I could see Cleveland being a thorn in both their sides, especially. I mean, if they have to face Pittsburgh again, let's say Pittsburgh
at home.
All right, so let's say Pittsburgh beats them, right? It's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season.
That's an excellent point. And the only thing is this: right now, where they're sitting, Cleveland would be at the 5 right now, so they would take on Tennessee, who they just beat. And then they would see the Steelers if the Steelers remain the 1 seed, and it would be in Pittsburgh where they lost 38-7.
Oof.
That defense can give Baker fits, but it won a divisional rival and see it beat a team 3 times in a season. It's
that's pretty hard.
It's going to be tough. So to your point, Cleveland could be there. I do like where. Let's go back to the standings.
Cleveland has the best running backfield, whatever you want to call it. They have the best backfield in the NFL, hands down. And if Baker can be the guy that threw for 360 and 4 touchdowns, hell, he only has to be 302 touchdowns, and give those two anywhere from 75 to 100 yards each. That's tough to beat.
So I think the NFC wild card is a little harder to predict than the AFC. Which one would shake it up the most? With the Seahawks, Bucks, Vikings, and the Cardinals, which I believe will be in there, looking in right now.
I think it's going to be hard right now. Erickson had made us do this last week, where we tried to see who was going to end up being the number 1 seed. Obviously, Seattle wet the bed right away. Here we are trying to be experts, and they wet their bed right away. New Orleans' toughest matchup is coming up week 15, I believe, against Kansas City. That being said, they would have to lose that game, and the Packers would have to win out, and then the Packers would be the 1 seed. But I still think those 2 teams – I think those are the 2 teams that are going to be playing for it. I'm sorry, but if anybody can pull something, it's going to be Tampa Bay. and that's Tom finally putting it together. And what, like I said before, if they have to face New Orleans again, beating somebody 3 times in the year.
Well, they would be sitting at, in that situation, Tampa Bay right now sitting at the 6. They would travel to the Rams first round. They get past that, then they're going to have to play the winner between the 2 and the 7, which right now is the Vikings. Now, Adam, you mentioned that the Cardinals, you see them getting in. It's very possible the Vikings break they have the tiebreaker over Arizona based on best winning percentage in common games. But Arizona really has to, Kyler Murray has to right this ship, and he has to do it right now. And we're going to find out this week if he's going to.
And the Rams can beat anybody. They really can. They're right now the way they're playing defensively.
Yeah, they're sitting at 8-4. They can, if Green Bay, which we doubt it, if they take a tumble somewhere, the Rams could get in at the 2, but they still,
the Rams are going to go with how Jared Goff plays. Jared Goff decides to not be, good.
Yeah. What we just saw,
he's done, which we've seen it happen this year. We've seen it happen, even last year.
What is Jason on the thread mean when he says, can we trust the Chiefs right now? I don't like how they let teams hang around.
Even when the Chiefs play bad, they still beat teams. That's what
Right.
you learned yesterday. Even when they played bad.
Well, they have a history of being down by a significant amount of points and then coming back. Like, that's kind of what
It's a
they
divisional
do.
game. We talked about this last week. That I was like, I don't really like it, but I don't trust Vic Fangio or anything like that. So Seattle is sitting at the 5. If we were to do the playoffs right now, Seattle and the Giants would have a rematch of yesterday's game. There's your wild card there. Tampa Bay is the other one, and the Vikings right now at the 7. I don't know if I trust the Vikings. I didn't like what I saw in the second and the overtime. So against Jacksonville. So I don't know if the Vikings are going to get in. 3 weeks ago I said that they would be a wild card. I don't know. And then to T-Roy's point, it's going to have to be Tampa Bay, but they're going to have to figure that out too. Bruce Arians and Tom Brady have to get on the same page. Right now I would say they're in the same book. I don't want to go as far as say they're not in the same library.
No,
but
I think they get along. I mean, it's just learning each other. They have so much talent. That's what scares you there. There is just so much talent, and if they get up on you, their defense is good enough to shut you down.
The team that'll throw it off right now in the wild card is going to be Tampa Bay. That's to your answer, Adam.
And then I'm glad you brought up the defense. My question, I got 2 more questions
Sure.
here, and I'll let you guys go. One before my last question is Patricia. Is he going to get another coaching job in the NFL? And it'll probably be defense. Where do you think he can land? Who would need his help?
As a DC,
the New York Jets need one.
Or even if he would get it, period.
The Bears?
The Bears need one. The New York Jets need one. And just for the idea that he's familiar with New England and the AFC East would probably be where you're looking at.
I wouldn't. You'd probably see somebody like Brian Flores maybe hiring him.
Yep, because of the coaching tree, and New England just as well.
Maybe Bill takes him back. But I don't know who the DC is down in Miami. But I know, like I said, him and Flores were.
That guy shouldn't lose a job. I just gave you that stat.
Yeah,
he's doing well.
The Eagles. Cowboys need defense, and Seattle does as well. Seattle needs a defense. I know we just said they're a wild card, but Seattle needs a defense. There's teams up there that need to really work on
Mike
things.
Nolan's not making anybody happy in Dallas.
I would say right now, just because the guy just got fired, the New York Jets, familiarity with the AFC East, and now you have another coach on your staff.
But
that
I
has
think
NFL
that
experience.
coach, Gase is gone, right?
Why do you say that?
Because they're 0-15 again, or whatever. I mean, they're going to be 0 whatever.
Yeah.
And they're going to have the number 1 pick again, or close to the number 1 pick again. Yeah, I don't know how you keep them around.
My last question then of the day is college football playoffs. I mean, what's going on there? I don't. I mean, I get it's COVID year, things are different. I just don't. I'm not getting amped up for it like I used to.
Well, it's think about it, because most of the teams are like 4-0 or 5-0. You don't feel like a full season's been played because it hasn't. You got the entire West Coast is only about 3 games in, I believe, right, Jay? Maybe 4 games in.
Yeah, they're 4 games in.
Your Big Ten, the stud of the Big Ten is Ohio State, and there's still questions if they're going to have enough games to be eligible. bowl eligible?
Yeah, but they came out and said that they'll change it.
So that's why. I mean, I get it. Why? And I'm with you 100%. Like, look at this. Notre Dame has already beat Clemson, right? Now, I don't understand the ACC so much, but Notre Dame should be a shoo-in. But do they have to play Clemson again to win the ACC?
Probably in the ACC championship.
So do they? If they lose to Clemson, do they still get in?
Yes.
I think so. I don't know. Is Alabama all that good? I really don't know. Because, I mean, they haven't, like, let's say Notre Dame and Clemson have played each other. We know where they stand. What good team out of the SEC has Bama beaten? Have they beaten Florida yet this year? Have they played Georgia? Didn't they beat Georgia? No. I can't remember if they did.
They beat Georgia. I think they beat Georgia.
All right, so they beat Georgia, but is Georgia what they were a year or two ago? Because they lost, you figured, when they were in the national title game, they lost Chubb, they lost Sonny Michel. Have they gotten back to that level yet? I don't think they're quite back to challenging for a national title level yet.
Derek said that Alabama beat the 5th-ranked team by 40.
What, last week?
Israelis would know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm pulling it up. They're going to end up playing.
Bama's
Florida.
Bama. We know they reload every year.
Them, yeah.
So they beat who by 40?
Big Ten.
Hold on.
What's that? Was that Adam?
It makes me nervous in the Big Ten since Michigan isn't a powerhouse like they normally have been. Michigan State, I don't know what the heck's going on up there. That side of the region used to be like, hey, if someone's going to the playoffs out of that side of the region, now you don't even have someone that division's not even over 500 other than Ohio State.
I don't know what's going on with Michigan. It's pretty bad for Michigan to be in the spot they're at. And
did you see
our Michigan friends would agree. What's that, buddy?
Yeah. Did you see it's a 38-point spread on the Ohio State-Michigan game? It's like the largest one they've ever had.
That's sad.
It's like the 70s.
30? Did he say 30?
38.
Yeah, that's
Holy
sad.
moly.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Van Severn usually has all the info on that. We talked briefly about Michigan today with him, but Van's not hyped on them. That means that they're not good. That's
what I'm getting at. Is that side of the division is usually what the Big Ten counts on, and it's like, what just happened here?
Adam, I
want to. Big Ten just got rid of everyone.
I want to piggyback on what you're saying about the college football playoffs. It seems that even ESPN isn't hyping this to be like every Tuesday night at 7:00. They're going to have the rankings out. It's like, honestly, I feel like we walk in on Wednesday. I was like, oh, hey, the rankings are out. But for the past 2 or 3 years, it's been like they wanted to make it a selection show. And I think even ESPN has kind of been like, fart noise, So
yeah,
I'm
agree.
with you.
Unprecedented times.
You're going to have people like Coastal Carolina saying that they should be in, and Cincinnati and whatever. But a 2-loss Clemson maybe might get in at the 4. I don't know. That's where it's going to get interesting. They lose twice to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, if
you got to keep out a 2-loss team.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Adam. I appreciate the phone call.
Thanks for the question,
you guys
Adam.
Have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Always thinking about you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
Well, that was a great question, and I always like when we get questions like that, Adam always brings the insight. But let's take our break and then come back and look at our games, and then we'll do guess the lines after that. But let's take our second break of the hour.
Locally owned and operated in the Quad Cities since 1934, Tri-City has been your source for restaurant equipment value, quality, very competitive prices, and full service. Your restaurant equipment choices include kitchen cookware, quick cooking equipment, refrigeration, kitchen utensils, tableware, china glassware, and flatware. All restaurant equipment and kitchen equipment sales are guaranteed, including 30 days labor and 90-day parts. Tri-City does deliver to Quad City residents, and they will match any online price. Give them a call today at 563-322-5382 for any questions you may need for your bar, restaurant, or your personal kitchen. Showroom hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday at Tri-City Equipment, located at 527 West 4th Street.
You like that? You like that? We're going streaky! Holy cow!
This is Josh Sides, head coach, St. Ambrose University Esports. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're
This
local.
year's been quite the doozy. Make life fun again with Boozy's Bar and Grill. Boozy's is known for their delicious food, drinks, and friendly atmosphere. And if your mom told you you've got talent, well, come prove it every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. at Boozy's Karaoke. Check out the Quad City's newest hot spot, the 580 Social Club, above Boozy's every Saturday night with DJ Barry, a dance floor and cocktail lounge. Make plans to meet meet your friends at the 580 Social Club with DJ Barry this Saturday night, online at boozies.com or find him on Facebook.
Unfiltered. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Zubin Mahente.
Two things. Number one, it feels like Adam Gase, it feels like this is a last-ditch effort. Not to save his job, but I think to save his respectability, right? To try to say, maybe a future job. Like, I'm trying to do things right. While I'm on my way out the door here, I'm going to try to sit here and say, it's like a confession, essentially, saying like, hey, look, I messed up. I haven't handled my responsibility. That's number one. Number two, I think it's going to be harder and harder to go away from the hype that's going to come with Trevor Lawrence. If you're a New York fan, if you're a Jet fan, you're also worried about maybe even if we do surround Sam Darnold with the right skill sets or the right players, maybe this is who Sam Darnold is. Maybe he never blossoms out of this. It takes a really strong personality to bear out of that and say, that's not who I am. Maybe this is who Sam Darnold is.
Keyshawn, Jay, Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
I am so tired of everyone talking shirt, but they've got no idea what they're talking about.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
Every time I try to order shirts, I get a company who has no idea what they're doing. My orders are always messed up, and you can never get a hold of anybody when you need help with something.
I think I have a solution. QC Custom Tees. They're in Silvis. I've been using them for years. They love to talk shirts. This time of year, they love to talk hoodie, too.
Ah, good one. What makes QC Custom Tees so different?
They actually care about me. Their communication's amazing. Their products are always great quality, and anytime I have an issue with something, they're quick to respond and fix it. They take customer care to the next level.
So if I wanted to experience this red carpet treatment, how do I get a hold of them?
You can go to their website, qccustomtees.com, or find them on Facebook. If you ask me, they're the best shirt talkers in the QC.
Screen printing, embroidery, banners, or anything else custom printed, qccustomtees.com. Pros at talking shirts.
Janae and Golick Jr.
We're going to get probably IU and Northwestern in the Big Ten title game and then have people staring up and wondering here, is Ohio State going to make it? I could see a very real world where they're missing the playoff all of a sudden. It's less to me about the sanctity of a conference championship, which has never quite frankly meant all that much to me. It's about another data point. And the Big Ten creating an opportunity for Ohio State to have that chance to show the committee yet again, because that's what conference championships really are. Not something you can hold over Notre Dame's head as an independent for all these years, but an opportunity when all the committee is watching to go out there and show we deserve to be a part of this, because with the schedule they've played so far, with the performances Ohio State's put out there, I think you would have a hard time saying that resumes mean anything and allowing that Ohio State team in the playoff as it currently sits.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
In these uncertain times, it's vital to keep our most vulnerable children and their families connected to the resources they need. Big Brothers Big Sisters does just that. Our adult mentors are in regular contact with littles and their families. We talk with parents to make sure they are receiving necessities that help keep their children healthy and safe. We believe that every child has potential. Please help us defend that potential with your gift.
Go to kidsconnectedqc.org. That's kidsconnectedqc.org.
Not the same old song and dance. New and different every day. The Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Don't Hassle So Local here on AM 1170. And as my beautiful partner Jay had teased before we went to break, we were getting through our pick six and our over-under six.
How'd I do?
Well, Jay, you were the best at the pick six. You were 5-1. You only missed Kansas City.
Wake up, piss excellence.
And I was 4-2. I missed the Bears and Arizona. Leah, you were 2-4.
I don't want to hear it. If I do bad, don't say it.
Oh.
If I do well,
we did,
you can say it.
Over and over, the Moneyline Mama, yeah.
You're Moneyline Mama.
I am Moneyline Mama. It's better than Sir or
Sir
Bomber.
Sir Mama.
Sir Mama. Whatever happened to that guy?
What, Sir Mama?
Well,
The guy who
I
called
don't
me
know
sir.
whatever happened to Robert T. Green.
What
I have no
happened to
idea.
him?
Yeah.
Where is he now?
Probably trying to scam somebody else.
Can we do a VH1? What do they do that?
Yeah.
What do they do? What are they doing now?
We should get hold of Mrs.
What is that called?
We should get hold of Mrs.
Yeah.
Goodson this week. Yeah,
Yes,
I'd like to
I
talk
will.
to
I'll
Mrs.
reach out to her.
But
yeah.
Leah, you know what? You did beat everybody. At
being
least
awesome?
so far.
Oh.
You are 2-2 in the over-unders.
Oh, because we were
Jay and I were 1-3. But
Well,
there's 2 games left, so
I beat you in the money lines as well.
so we got to see what happens. Well, no, you didn't. You beat me in the Moneyline Mama.
Moneyline Mama.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but you did beat us.
I
so
don't
far.
do well in the over unders.
You did better than us.
Well, that's not saying much.
Wow. So when we pick on her, it's not to be happen. But when she picks on us, it's okay.
Yes, I'm a delicate little flower.
You're delicate, all right.
Yeah. You know what? Erickson just brought up a question on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread that he finally found a line, and now I'm looking for it as well for the Iowa-North Carolina game for basketball. Do you have any-
Is that tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, 6:35 tip-off.
Do I have a guess on what it would be?
Yeah. Do you have a guess?
And this is the spread?
Yep, the ACC Big Ten Challenge.
And they're playing at Iowa, correct?
They're playing at Iowa.
Iowa is favored.
It's like I'm telling this story all over again. The opening of the show. All over.
Just want to make sure that I have my facts straight,
Yeah.
Jay, before I make an
Okay.
educated guess. Okay, Mister?
Yeah, you got it.
You
Sure.
don't have to make fun of the fact that you're.
Do you want me to
repeating
take
yourself.
notes for you so that you don't miss anything?
A delicate flower. Why don't you
Yes,
pour some water
Dave.
on yourself?
I could do that.
Jay, I'm going to say Iowa by 12.
That's an incredibly high line for a team that probably they lost last week by 2, but still will be a top 15 team in the country when the rankings come out.
I'm gonna say Iowa by 6.
I'm trying to find it by date here.
I thought Erickson had it.
He does.
Well, then why you got to look it up if he has it?
Because I think he's waiting for people. Oh, it's Iowa minus 4.5.
Ooh, I was closer. I win.
I was way off.
I was way off. Samsonite. Iowa is 7-12 in the ACC Big Ten Challenge games, and
That was before, though.
but they have won 5 of its last 7 challenge wins at home. They do have a victory over North Carolina. It was a 60-55 in 2015.
I know. Wasn't that who was the center then? That was a big goofy kid.
I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about.
Dump truck.
So that there is some ACC Big Ten Challenge little struggle for Iowa. So, but again, it's nice that they've had 5 of their last 7. North Carolina has won. Let's see, where's North Carolina at? Iowa enters Tuesday match, 3 straight home games. Yeah, Notre Dame, Florida State, Iowa. So,
Yeah, but it's morbid.
I told you, it is. I can't unhear it.
We'll record it.
Okay, I'll see if I can.
You got a recording thing on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's loud enough or anything.
Do
like
a voice memo. That's how I record my band practices.
That. Okay,
It'll work.
Wait a minute. You're in a band?
No.
So anyway, that's what it sounds like. I can't stand it, and I also think they pipe in a shoe squeaking noise on television because it's not that bad. You would think that's all you hear at Carver is just the shoe squeaking. It's not. I barely notice it.
Well, it's because the mics are closer to the floor.
There's no sound absorption because there's no crowd either. So.
But I'm right there.
I don't know.
When I watch a game like the Maui Invitational in Asheville, North Carolina, I can hear that on the television. I can hear the squeaking. That's strange. Yeah, that's what's gonna. That's what we get to do. We get to go into the tomorrow night, and then Friday night's Iowa. Friday night is Iowa State. So I got some traveling I'm gonna be doing.
You're gonna be all over the place.
Who the Hawkeyes have this Saturday?
Oh, they got Wisconsin.
Ew.
Mhm.
At Wisconsin, though, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
No, it's at home. Let's get after it.
Uh-oh.
It's time. Make sure you get the lines up for a bomber. Every Monday, for years now, T.
glasses on just so you couldn't read.
Bear defense is still pretty formidable.
Houston -1.5. Did you choke? Are you okay?
Yeah. I thought I was down on Houston.
Yeah.
Vegas is down on Houston.
They're very down on Houston.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, boy.
Well, the next game, Jay.
Okay.
The Tales of Two Suckies. I mean, cities. The Cowboys are going to the Bengals. The two teams who lost their quarterbacks for the year due to injury. Who knows what we'd be looking at had that not happened. Either way, I don't know, Jay. This is a very tough one to call. I have it as a pick.
The only way, I do not have it as a pick, by the way, but the only way I want to watch this game is if J.R. Ewing is actually quarterbacking for Dallas and Andy from WKRP in Cincinnati is quarterbacking for the Bengals. That's exactly the only way.
With you.
I went extremely high then.
What did you do?
I think Dallas should be favored. I think Andy Dalton's a better quarterback, and but it is on the road. I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote this down because now I'm second guessing. I put Dallas -9. Cincinnati's not good.
Leah?
Dallas -3.5.
I'm way off.
I
That's
win.
really, really bad.
I always forget about the Bengals, you guys.
What
was I thinking?
It's like one of those
Jay.
football game. I always forget about them.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm thinking because Dallas plays on Tuesday, right? So,
right.
And that was dumb. I'm gonna make a run here in a second, though.
Are you? Mm-hmm. Whoa. Getting awful cocky there, Leah.
Promising.
Okay, Green Bay at Detroit. Tough division rival.
But Green Bay's playing for the one. Detroit's got Detroit got their win for their brand new coach, and that's it. This is a letdown game for them after that. This is a hangover. That was just a win to get their new coach something. I've got Green Bay -6.
I got Green Bay -5.5.
Oh.
Green Bay -8.
Ooh.
Good job, Jay.
Thanks, Troy.
You didn't have a hook on that one.
I didn't. You're going to go over 2 in a row here in a run. And then there's going to be a lot without a hook. All right. I really promised something that didn't really come. It's not going to come to fruition. Okay.
Okay, Kansas City at Miami. It's going to be a tough game for Kansas City, Leah.
I love this game.
I don't think so.
I love this game. This is the noon game that I'll be paying attention to. Two young quarterbacks, the MVP in Mahomes, and to a great defense in Miami. I do have Kansas City favored on the road.
Me too.
-3.5.
Wow. I have a -6. Leah.
-7.5.
No.
Thank you. Looks like that
I said
runs
what I
over.
said.
No, I'm just saying.
Looks like that runs over.
Vegas is off there. That's.
You know what I've noticed, though? The Chiefs play worse against teams that are worse than them.
Miami's-
So when they play somebody on their same level, they kind of tend to bring their A game. Mm-hmm. That's true.
What was it again?
-7.5.
That's too many points.
That's not, though.
That's a good defense. I just
think
told
they'll
you about
cover.
Miami's defense. So, one takeaway. They're the only team to have one every week. All right.
All right.
Oh, crud. All right.
Arizona at the Giants. The Giants coming off that thrilling victory of Colt McCoy and the NFL leader in rushing yards for the week. What's his name?
Wayne Gallman.
There you go. Arizona coming off a disappointing loss at home against the Rams. Jay, what do you think here?
I'm going to get very frustrated if the Arizona's favored in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I have Arizona favored in this game. And you don't?
No, I'm buying stock in the Giants.
You are, oh boy, Jay. You know why they call it dope, right? Because dopes do it.
I'm not on.
Say no to dope.
That was like something your dad said or whatever.
Yeah, what are we doing right
know
now?
Why they call it dope.
Where am I? What's
So,
happening?
0-5.
I don't know. Jay is
Hold
taking
on,
the
I'm not
Giants
done.
as a favorite in this.
Stop.
Obviously.
Listen to this.
Okay.
They open up the season 0-5.
Okay.
Losses to the Steelers, the Rams, 49ers who are flirting with flirting with the wild card, the 7th seed. The ones that are not the good ones are the Bears, but the Bears they start off 5-0 also, not 0-5, and the Cowboys, but they lost by a field goal. Lost to the Eagles hurt, but now they've beaten. Oh crud! I bought in stock way too early.
Okay, so you're favoring the Giants?
Yeah, at home. They've won 4 straight, but it was like the Washington football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Bengals by 2, and then they just beat the Seahawks. I'm buying stock way too early. All right, you win this week.
But what'd you get?
No, you win this week.
No, we're gonna finish.
What did you?
You're going to finish what you've started.
No, you win. You win this game. Let's go on to the next.
Yeah, but
one.
what did you pick, Matt?
Giants minus 3.5.
It's Arizona minus 2.5. So you're not. I mean, that's not.
No, I went Giants minus. Meaning I'm way.
I know
off.
what it means. Thank you.
Oh,
mansplaining.
Don't be making her mad, Jay. She's already in.
Hey, the mansplaining thing. I know. Yeah. Boy.
All right, Minnesota at Tampa Bay. Who you buying stock in Minnesota now since they've won 5 of the last 6?
Did I tell you about Justin Jefferson?
He's really good.
He's very talented.
Did I tell you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
No. He's let's see.
Time.
He's what?
All right.
No, I'm not buying stock in Minnesota. I dumped that a while ago. I definitely dumped it after yesterday.
Poor Eddie.
Because I did not like that. He's the first Vikings rookie receiver with over 1,000 yards since Randy Moss in 1998, when Randy Moss won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I don't know if I went high enough here.
Well, I've got Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Minus 6.
Yeah, I think I went too low. I got Tampa Bay minus 4.
Jay's going to take this one minus 6.5.
Yeah.
Should have got that hook on there. No, I got a star. Missed that star.
Yeah. That's.
Did you guys see that Brady, his house got broken into? There's a guy arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can't you just say I went to the wrong home? Like Brady broke into someone else's house, and he's
I've
like,
actually done that on accident.
Yeah, he did on accident. He thought he was going to like.
I've done that. I walked into somebody's house thinking it was my brother and my sister-in-laws because they live with her parents. I walked in and there's pictures. I'm looking at the pictures. It's not my family members. I'm like,
no one ever taught you in that
house. I did not. Nobody answered, but the door was open. So and they all look alike in Vegas. Like all the houses lined up, they all look identical. So I couldn't remember which one it was.
Oh.
Yeah. So that happened. I just walked out. Nobody knows.
It's okay, Mrs.
Don't tell
Brady.
anybody.
Now it's out there.
All right, Jay. Denver at Carolina.
Yeah, I don't care about this game.
Yeah, this.
So if I don't care about it, it's just going to be the good old-fashioned minus 3.
Well, that's what I guess too. So we're going to tie.
You favorite Carolina?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's minus 3.5.
Yes, I said I was going to put hooks on these, and I didn't as much as I said I would have, and that's 2 in a row that I should have, but that's a tie. Okay, let's take our last one before the break.
Okay, Tennessee at Jacksonville.
Mike Glennon, I tell you what, he's doing some things.
Yeah, almost winning games.
Almost.
Okay,
Tennessee, I got Tennessee favored on the road here.
I do too.
Tell them about who went high enough. I have Tennessee minus 7.
Oh, dang.
Divisional game.
Yeah, I went minus 5.
Tennessee minus 7.5.
Man, you should have put that
So
hook
many
on there.
hooks. So many.
If you'd have just put that hook on there.
So many.
Well,
look at that, Jay. It's really close. It's
He's
tied
coming
up.
back.
Tied up going into break.
Call him the comeback kid.
Woo-wee.
We'll see.
Lot of fun here. A lot of fun.
We'll
All right. Read me something and then let's keep going here.
Sure, I'll be happy to do that for you, Jay.
Thanks.
No problem. Hey, Quad Cities, stop going to your favorite social media sites asking for suggestions of where to get your oil changed, who does the best tattoo work, or the best place for lunch in the Quad Cities. Pick up your Locals Love Us guide at QCA Edition. It has an easy-to-navigate table of contents to help you find whatever you are looking for. Or you can go to the website at localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse favorites. It is so easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
You like that? You like that? We're going streaky! Yeah!
Holy cow! This is Brian Rothenberger, radio guy for the Quad City Storm. You are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Meet the Bakers.
Happy holidays!
This year, they're especially thankful for family time.
Oh, he's gotten so big!
And with pizza deals at Casey's all season long, they can spend less time in the kitchen and more time catching up.
It's so good to see you.
Now at Casey's, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each.
Yum!
Casey's, here for family time, here for good.
Today, Angolic Jr.
We're going to get probably IU and Northwestern in the Big Ten title game and then have people staring up and wondering here, is Ohio State going to make it? I could see a very real world where they're missing the playoff all of a sudden. It's less to me about the sanctity of a conference championship, which has never, quite frankly, meant all that much to me. It's about another data point. And the Big Ten creating an opportunity for Ohio State to have that chance to show the committee yet again, because that's what conference championships really are. Not something you can hold over Notre Dame's head as an independent for all these years, but an opportunity when all of the committee is watching to go out there and show we deserve to be a part of this, because with the schedule they've played so far, with the performances Ohio State's put out there, I think you would have a hard time saying that resumes mean anything and allowing that Ohio State team in the playoff as it currently sits.
Shanae and Gola Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers, but maybe you're unaware of new tools that can help your business stand out. Go to townsquarequadcities.com now for a free market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too. There's no cost and no obligation. Be one of the first business owners to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising here on ESPN 1170. Get started today. Call 563-202-2230 or visit townsquarequadcities.com.
I'm Rhett Lewis with NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Saints are officially in the postseason, knocking off the Falcons 21-16. Taysom Hill finally threw his first 2 passing touchdowns of his career. The Chiefs also punched their ticket to the playoffs after downing the Broncos 22-16. Travis Kelce has surpassed 1,000 yards now for the 5th straight season. The Browns got off to a monster start in Tennessee and held on for the 41-35 win over the Titans. Baker Mayfield drew 4 scores, all in just the first half. That Titans loss helping the Colts close the gap in the AFC South after they knocked off the Texans 26-20. Carson Wentz was benched for Jalen Hurts in a 30-16 loss to the Packers. No word from Doug Peterson as to who will start moving forward. The Giants now lead the NFC East after knocking off the Seahawks 17-12. The Rams outlasting the Cardinals 38-28 in the desert. The Lions handing the Bears their 6th straight loss, winning 34-30. And the Patriots blanked the Chargers 45-0. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Nothing causes holiday stress like the words, "some assembly required." Well, Napa's here to help with an Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for just $19.99. So no matter what Santa and his elves leave for you to put together, you'll be prepared. So save on the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set and other great tools from Napa. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations while supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/20.
What's in store this holiday at Staples?
Gifts and packages shipped with care.
So you can relax knowing they'll soon be there.
Now at Staples, save 25% on UPS expedited shipping services.
Plus, take up to 30% off select shipping supplies, like boxes, tape, and padded mailers.
Shop in-store or get it same day with Instacart.
And save on holiday shipping at Staples.
In-store only. Offers end 1/2/21. See store for details. Instacart not available on shipping services. Fees, taxes, additional terms, and or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability.
So you think you know Iowa football? At Elite Sportsbook, if Iowa loses, you still win. Now offering up to $25 a week in Iowa football loss insurance for the entire season. If you bet at least $50 on Iowa to win and they somehow lose, you will be awarded a $1 free bet for every point that Iowa scores, up to $25. Go to EliteSportsbook.com to check it out. Play your game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only, must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
I'm Governor Kim Reynolds. COVID-19 isn't bigger than Iowans' resolve to overcome it. Together, we can stop the spread of the virus and get life back to normal by taking simple steps to protect ourselves and others. Wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, stay home if you're sick, get tested, and isolate from others if you have the virus, and get a flu shot to prevent further illness. Doing these things will protect you and those most at risk. Let's step up and stop the spread together.
Sponsored by the State of Iowa and the Iowa Broadcasters Association in cooperation with this station.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.
Welcome back to the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish And this is Don't Hassle's local on AM 1170. I want to give a shout out to our boy Brownsbacker. I hope he's listening.
Yeah, Erickson brought that up on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. And the two games that he was down to Vegas.
In Minnesota.
Minnesota's playing Jacksonville, hosting Jacksonville. Vegas was going to New York against the Jets. The only thing I kind of brought up was traveling back and forth, West Coast to East Coast, if you want to consider it West Coast, which I do.
But we just said Minnesota was the safest bet.
Yes, and then they had to go to
overtime to win.
And it was brutal.
But I wanted to say there was other people saying that the other game I want to say he was throwing around out there was the Giants at Seattle, but he didn't want to take it.
Seattle at the Giants.
Well, it was Giants at Seattle.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. So Giants today.
But I don't know. Either way, he won.
Either way,
but I'm curious.
Either way, he had some gray hairs. We're talking about a surviving pool. Brownsbacker called in. I think it was on Tuesday.
the ESPN one.
Okay, yeah, and they're down to
they were down to 2,500 people at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, some people got eliminated.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it's just not over yet because I'm sure somebody took Dallas.
We'll reach out to him and have him call.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the
Baltimore
Dallas game was heavily done as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha.
And Pittsburgh has Washington.
The Baltimore COVIDs.
Baltimore COVIDs.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Tuesday night game, good.
All right.
The doubleheader, so I'm excited.
Well, we are in the middle of our Week 14. Guess the lines. Jay is tied with me, 4-4, with one tie, and we're going into the afternoon games, Leah.
Yes, we are.
Are you excited as we are? Or?
I'm stoked.
Sometimes I don't think you're stoked because your mic's not on.
It's Monday.
That's not my fault. She wasn't sitting down over Kim break. That's on me. That's my fault. The Colts are going to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Raiders coming off a crazy win.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks travel.
2 weeks of travel. They're still playoff contenders, correct?
Yes, they are.
The Colts squeaked one out on the road. Tough game, divisional game against Houston. Very talented quarterback there. Jay,
South in double-digit weeks.
Yeah, this was a tough one to do.
Look at Tennessee.
I still think Indy's a favorite.
Yep.
And I took them -3.
I agree with you. I think Indy should be favored on the road against Las Vegas, and I have Indy -2.
It's Indy -2.5.
You should have taken the hook, Jay.
What did I mean, when I was filling this out, I'm like, oh, look at all these 0.5s, and then I say,
all the guys saying, oh, he took all these 0.5s. He didn't take very many 0.5s.
Well, and he keeps saying he took the hook, but he didn't take the hook unlike most of them.
Yeah. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I did, but there's been like 5 that I've missed already. So we tie that.
Yeah. All right. The Jets travel out to Seattle, hoping to do what their crosstown rivals did, upset Pete Carroll.
Let's do this, guys.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
I don't know what they're going to do for a DC. We'll figure that out for the Jets, nor do I care. I think the memo is, hey, at this point, we're getting Trevor Lawrence, so let's not do what we almost did yesterday. Like that should be the Zoom meeting right now. Remember yesterday when we almost won, and then we put us into to lose the number 1 overall pick? Let's not do that again.
Is there another team with one loss?
Jacksonville's 1 loss, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and do you think they're good with Mike Glennon and Vladimir Luton and Gardner Minshew?
Are you sure maybe they like Tom Darnold or Sam Darnold or whatever?
From what the smart thing to do from what people, the talking heads that you, whatever else, the smart thing to do is to get Sam Darnold out there, make him look good so then you can trade him. He's got he's still under rookie contract. I'm sure there's teams out there. I mean, Jacksonville could probably use a quarterback. I don't know. But anyway, that should be the Zoom. Let's not do what we did yesterday. Let's focus on
today.
Trevor Lawrence here as a New York Jet. All right.
Let's guess the lines, guys.
Oh, okay. I have Seattle -10.
We're going to tie. I have Seattle -10 as well.
It's Seattle -13.5.
Gotta be kidding me. Yeah. All right, I want you to know something. I learned from my mistakes, right? Last week, I guessed Seattle -13 against the Giants, right? So this week, I said no, because last week it ended up being -10. So I said, I'm going to do it -13 this week.
Okay.
No hook.
No hook. Yeah, the guy's the hook.
And then I get... Anyway, we tied.
You start playing...
I need to start playing this with you guys, but then I can't read them because then I could totally just fabricate.
You can do it with us. You just have to fill it out before the show.
Yeah, you got to fill it out, and I'll hold it over here.
What do you mean I can't fill it out after election night?
No, yeah, you can't do that.
Oh.
No, Biden, calm down.
You can't do that.
Settle down, sniffer. Okay, New Orleans at Philly. I don't know if I went high enough now. Good God Almighty! But this Jalen Hurts guy has got to be better than.
We didn't talk about this, and we are gonna pause this and we're talking about it. And I'm like, all right, do I want to call Vasco and put him on the hot seat?
Yes.
But Carson Wentz is guaranteed $138 million, and finally Doug Peterson did the right thing and benched him. And Jalen Hurts looked good.
We gotta talk to Driller, man.
Jalen Hurts looked good. I mean, it was like almost on a way to a backdoor cover, but he looked good. And I don't know what they're going to do going forward right now. If it's me, I'm starting Jalen Hurts.
Well, something's wrong with Wentz's psyche, and he's never been the same quarterback he was quite after he hurt his knee.
Mm-hmm.
He's had some decent stat lines. Even last year, he wasn't bad. With the tight end, with the receiving situation, I think he's hurting more this year because of the lack of the tight end.
Hear me out.
Zach Ertz been out all year.
Hear me out. New Orleans has a good defense.
Yeah.
Don't you want to at least try to surprise the New Orleans defense by going with Jalen Hurts because they have such little tape on him?
Are you just discussing whether or not to favor New Orleans?
Well, we're favoring New Orleans. We're talking about how high you go, and that's why I'm not as high as I think he is. Because I think, one, they don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Two, this is why I think the line should be Taysom Hill just threw his first NFL pass. I think he's got 4 rushing touchdowns, but his first NFL passing touchdown.
He threw 2.
Well, he just I know, but yesterday. So
all right. Well, what do you got?
It's a backup quarterback. I've got New Orleans -6 on the road.
I have a -7.
Oh.
-7.
On the nose?
Give yourself a star, Troy. Superstar.
Breaks the tie with a star.
That is brutal.
Time's running out, Jay Foster.
I'm going to be interested to watch. Again, we've talked about this not even close to as ad nauseum because it's so great. But the young quarterbacks, I want to see them. Philadelphia, they're Carson Wentz. $138 million guaranteed is what they gave him.
All right. Oh, must be rough.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he can go buy a farm in North Dakota or whatever.
He's going to be fine. He'll coach.
I'll take a 100th of that, please.
All right, Atlanta at the Chargers, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I struggled here.
I did too.
I don't know what happened to my Chargers. Either way, this is a tough one. I made it a pick 'em.
I actually have Atlanta favored, and I was going to go pretty high, and then I was like, wait a minute. Every week I tell everyone that the line is going to be somewhere between -1 or -3 or +1, +3 for Atlanta, but this time I have Atlanta favored, and I have Atlanta favored -3.
And it is?
Atlanta -2.5.
You get it.
You let your favoritism for the powder blue and yellow take the best of you there.
Really?
Yeah, you know the Chargers. They just got beat 45-0 at home to the Patriots.
Yeah, as long as the Falcons lose, I don't care what happens.
To the Patriots. I don't know a single thing about this game. I really don't. All I know is that they got beat 45-0 and Cam Newton threw for just 69 yards. That's brutal.
Well, we're all locked up again, Liam.
Anthony Lynn's now on the hot seat.
Anthony Lynn's getting fired.
You like the guy, whatever else, that's great.
He's getting fired. This team's too good to lose 45-0.
Now, we'll get to. They have the Why we didn't even talk about the Bear, Matt Nagy, but the thing is now I believe everything about what Peggy said. That
Nagy's gone, but Pace is staying.
Well, okay,
maybe.
Yeah.
All right, the Washington football team.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's tough to do, man. It's been so many years.
They need a name.
I know. Get a name so I can, call them something.
No names.
The Washington no-name football team travels to San Francisco. San Fran coming off a bye.
No. San Fran plays tonight. Against the Bills.
My bad. Never mind.
Ooh.
They both play tonight.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would assume you have San Francisco favored.
I do.
All right. Me too.
I would assume you do as well.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put the hook on it?
I did.
So you went 3.5?
No, I went higher.
4.5.
5.5.
Well, I went -3.
4.5.
And you went 5.5. You got me by a point. You got me by a half a point.
Good thing you put that hook on there. Not at all.
It's 4.5.
Yep, -4.5. Same for
Jay's
you.
now up by 1 with 2 to go.
Okay. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Both leading their divisions. Pittsburgh has not yet clinched a playoff berth, but win tonight against the Washington football team. They will have clinched a playoff berth.
They're undefeated.
They are undefeated, but they still haven't clinched it yet. That's how the numbers work.
Weird how that works.
Saints are the only team to clinch a playoff berth so far. The
Similar.
Chiefs. Well, that's fact. Well, the Chiefs have already. Yeah, well, the Chiefs. Wait, the Chiefs won their. I think they have something. Did they win their division already?
They only lost 2, right?
Yeah, I can't believe Pittsburgh hasn't clinched their division yet.
Give me just one.
Yeah, how do you
second.
go undefeated and not clinch your division?
Because
how does it?
Well, they could because the Browns are 9-3, and they still got weeks left now. Yeah, the Chiefs have so the Chiefs have also clinched the division. Why is everyone's like going
doesn't
up and
make
up
any
in arms?
sense.
Why are everyone up in arms about the Saints saying that they're the first to clinch? Oh, because then the Chiefs won last night, and they were the second team too. That's why, because it was a night game. So the Chiefs were the second team. So they've clinched their division already at 11-1. Okay, sorry about that. All right, Pittsburgh on the road to Buffalo. I have the Steelers -4.
Tie. What is it?
It is Pittsburgh -2.
So the best you can do is tie this week. Pittsburgh -2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the best I can do. The best you can do.
I'm up by 1.
Oh, all right. Well, you're going to tie this week. Because I
Whoa!
guarantee you probably have Baltimore as a favorite in this game.
Well, you're guaranteed wrong.
Oh.
I don't have Baltimore favored in this game.
You don't, huh?
No. And look, the Baltimore COVIDs are all over the place. And, when we talked about Dallas, they'll be on a short week as well. I know it's not much, but it'll be 6 days.
Anyways.
Hey, stop speeding it up. We're gonna get to
we
it.
got a show. We got to fill time, man.
Well, I want to talk about the game coming up. Baltimore's in Cleveland, right?
That's what we're doing.
That's where we're at.
You said that you don't have Baltimore favored?
I do not.
You do not.
This is a divisional game, though.
It's a big
There's
deal.
bad blood here.
What do you got?
Cleveland with the hook. The good old-fashioned with the hook. 3.5.
I got Cleveland -3.
It's Baltimore -1.
That is
I take it.
so wrong.
I tried to give you a hint. I tried.
That is
Well,
why
he
I
can't change it. Yeah, Leah, you can't help people cheat.
I'm trying to help people cheat. I work in Pennsylvania.
Have we ever had in a
2 ties in a year? No.
I don't think we've ever had 2 ties before in the year. And this week we had 3 ties just in guessing, but
4 in guessing.
4, that's right, yeah. But we've never had 2 ties when we go head to head here. Huh.
Even the last time we tied, we had no tie. Oh, we had 1 tie in the middle of our tie. It's a lot of ties, Ty.
Yeah. Well, good job by you.
Well, good job by you.
Oh, you guys. So sweet.
The thing was, we were both so close.
You guys are always so
If he
close.
had just put that hook in a couple more times like he wanted to.
I know, and he talked about doing the hooks so often, and then
know.
he didn't do the hooks.
I don't know why it was stuck in my head where I was like, oh, man, I'm talking about the hook.
I really can't believe Baltimore's favored in that game.
I can't either. That's
Well, only by 1.
Yeah, but still.
I mean,
Thanks, Leah.
it's as close to a pick-em as you
You
can
did a good
get.
job trying to help Jay cheat.
He seemed a little down and out. I just wanted to help him out a little bit.
Appreciate
it. Wasn't down.
It's Monday.
I think he did a
She
great job.
never helps me try to cheat.
Oh, that's not true.
All right. Well, let's take a break here. We'll be back, ESPN 1170 a.m. Yep. Don't hassle us, we're local. On a Monday, it's now 1:28. And if it temperature gets up a little bit, get out there and go for a jog. Get some fresh air. All right, we'll be right back.
You like that? You like that? We're going streaky! Yeah! Holy cow!
Hey, this is Dorf with Dancing with the QC Stars. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Football is back at the Double Crown. No fans allowed in the stands, so get the best seats possible at the Double Crown Bar and Grill. During all big college football games, enjoy $5 pitchers of domestics and $2 wells. Stop in for lunch during the week. Tuesday is all-you-can-eat wings and Friday nights all-you-can-eat fish, both for just $11. Plus happy hour daily from 2 till 6. For daily specials, find them on Facebook. Double your fun every day at the Double Crown Bar and Grill, 217 Brady Street, downtown Davenport.
Unfiltered, Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams, and Zubin Mahente.
Two things. Number one, it feels like Adam Gase, it feels like this is a last-ditch effort. Not to save his job, but I think to save his respectability, right? To try to say, maybe a future job. Like, I'm trying to do things right. While I'm on my way out the door here, I'm going to try to sit here and say, it's like a confession, essentially, saying like, hey, look, I messed up. I haven't handled my responsibility. That's number one. Number two, I think it's going to be harder and harder to go away from the hype that's going to come with Trevor Lawrence. If you're a New York fan, if you're a Jet fan, you're also worried about maybe even if we do surround Sam Darnold with the right skill sets or the right players, maybe this is who Sam Darnold is. Maybe he never blossoms out of this. It takes a really strong personality to bear out of that and say, that's not who I am. Maybe this is who Sam Darnold is.
Keyshawn, Jay, Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Make light work of everything with Honda's top-of-the-line family of Pioneer 1000 side-by-sides. All models sport a best-in-class engine and an exclusive 6-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission. Then there's the 1005 models, equipped with Honda's quick-flip seating that seats up to 5 passengers. So find your next Honda Pioneer today at Fun Mart Cycle Center, 1320 36th Avenue, Moline. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and keep the side nets and doors closed. Pioneers are for drivers 16 years and older.
The holidays are right around the corner. Don't stress out finding that perfect gift for that hard-to-buy someone on your list. Shop Premier Metal Art. They do custom engraving on items like tumblers, promotional items, and other custom gifts. They even do holiday decor and family namesakes. These multi-layered, full-color, powder-coated metal art items are a must-have this holiday season. Customize your man cave or purchase a gift for a sports fan, a first responder, or even a veteran. Order now online at qcpremier.com or on Facebook. Finish your holiday shopping today.
I'm Rhett Lewis with NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Saints are officially in the postseason, knocking off the Falcons 21-16. Taysom Hill finally threw his first 2 passing touchdowns of his career. The Chiefs also punched their ticket to the playoffs after downing the Broncos 22-16. Travis Kelce has surpassed 1,000 yards now for the 5th straight season. The Browns got off to a monster start in Tennessee and held on for the 41-35 win over the Titans. Baker Mayfield threw 4 scores, all in just the first half. That Titans loss helping the Colts close the gap in the AFC South after they knocked off the Texans 26-20. Carson Wentz was benched for Jalen Hurts in a 30-16 loss to the Packers. No word from Doug Peterson as to who will start moving forward. The Giants now lead the NFC East after knocking off the Seahawks 17-12. The Rams outlasting the Cardinals 38-28 in the desert. The Lions handing the Bears their 6th straight loss, winning 34-30. And the Patriots blanked the Chargers 45-0. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Nothing causes holiday stress like the words, some assembly required. Well, Napa's here to help with an Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set for just $19.99. So no matter what Santa and his elves leave for you to put together, you'll be prepared. So save on the Evercraft 100-piece screwdriver set and other great tools from Napa. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations while supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/20.
What's in store this holiday at Staples?
Gifts and packages shipped with care.
So you can relax knowing they'll soon be there.
Now at Staples, save 25% on UPS expedited shipping services.
Plus, take up to 30% off select shipping supplies like boxes, tape, and padded mailers.
Shop in store or get it same day with Instacart.
And save on holiday shipping at Staples.
In store only. Offers end 1/2/21. See store for details. Instacart not available on shipping services. Fees, taxes, additional terms, and/or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability.
Looking for a bright spot this holiday season? Come to Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry, where absolutely everything is on sale now through Christmas Eve. With financing available, we will make the holidays sparkle without busting your budget.
Whether you're popping the question or just need to put the wow in gift giving, take advantage of incredible deals at Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry.
Make sure Mary's Diamonds and Jewelry is on your list this season. Visit us at 2115 East 12th Street in the village of East Davenport, home of the wow factor.
Merry Christmas!
Weekend family time is done for another year. Football is back. Hear and talk about all the games right here on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local on AM 1170.
Please hassle us.
Okay, so I've been.
Hey.
What? Yeah.
Public service announcement.
Yeah. What is it?
We have located the game for people who have DirecTV.
Oh yeah.
Not on NFL Network. It's going to be on 712. DirecTV 712.
DirecTV.
Yep.
Okay.
712 on DirecTV. So, hopefully you have DirecTV.
I've watched this. I've heard this audio, watched people share it, do whatever else on TikTok multiple times. And I was kind of thinking about it. I'm like, man, I wish we had something. Obviously, we've got, at the University of Iowa, we've got what I consider the best tradition in the country with the wave, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
sweet.
I consider that. But I don't know how long this has been going on. I wish we had something similar to this, but I have a friend who's she was traveling down to Alabama. She's got a home down there, the Florida Gulf Shore. She's working on her home. It got hit by the hurricane, and I was asking her about. She doesn't really follow sports that much, but I was asking her about Alabama fans down there, and I said, "Have you ever heard them do this sing along to this song?" So I'm going to play it for you. So I just want to talk about. I know we've talked about college traditions before, and some of them out there, but I've never heard this before. Till I started watching like TikTok, all right? So listen along. It's to Alabama. This is Alabama fans singing along to Alabama, the country band's Dixieland Delight. Now, T-Ray, I know you don't like country, but just listen along, okay? So we'll get this going here. Cue that up a little better, huh?
It's nice to hear people in the same room. That's fine.
So they sing along, but they add a chant afterwards. All right, spend my dollar on beer. Something holler at the light, and then they say roll tide, and then they say hold her up tight, and then they chant back against the wall, make it a little lovin'.
Sounds
and then
naughty.
They say make a little lovin', then they say all night, and then they go next one. They say beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. It's pretty cool, and you know, like when you have crowd participation like that, like Wisconsin's jump around.
How about Kansas City being the loudest stadium in the world?
Now, is that a thing like okay, so when you have like the 12th man in Texas A&M type of thing, like get loud for like Texas A&M, like a crowd participation, is that a thing where like Kansas City we need to hear you, or is it just that they're so loud, that decibel, that they were just such passionate fans that it broke a decibel at a time?
The world record.
Yeah. I just don't know if it's like, hey, let's get loud and see if we can do this.
It is. It's a promotional thing, obviously, but it's also they've set the world record. They get the loudest. They're the loudest fans.
I know that. Before that, it was Seattle before that. But, you know, they sit there and cheer at, like, down there. They're like, now let's hear it from the 12th man from Texas A&M, the original 12th man. But Wisconsin's got the participation of Jump Around, and they also have the song Come On and Dance by the Steve Miller Band, which is a tradition that they have in the student section. Because you know what the song, oh.
Yeah.
So they'll do that, and then they point to section O, and whatever, so obviously M's, and whatever, point to section O and says sucks. And section O says back F you.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's chant.
I like it.
So that's what I'm trying to think of, like, is there, I mean, you've got West Virginia, they have Take Me Home, Country Roads. At the end of Tennessee game, they sing Rocky Top. So I just didn't know, I never knew of this Alabama thing.
We have the Wave.
The Wave is
to the Children's Hospital.
The Wave is fantastic. But
well, it's
our song when we come out's Back in Black.
Yeah, we've got that.
Which is
yeah. I never really liked it when the Iowa fans do that.
Why?
Because it's more like the Gator Chomp.
It is totally the Gator Chomp.
I was wanting to do with the beak instead.
That doesn't look awkward at all.
Do it again.
Yeah, that looks normal.
The beak.
That looks really normal.
You know who first taught me that?
No.
Mayor Bob's little brother, Brian Gallagher.
Yeah.
In the beak.
Oh, that's so great.
But I wish there was a song like that out there for us.
But we do. I mean, the Chiefs do the
chop, but now
but that's the Indians too.
No, the Braves.
The Braves.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Chiefs
yeah,
could have
the
done.
chop-
Seminoles did it. Florida Seminoles. I
Yeah,
can't tell you who did it first.
Florida State started it first.
Yeah.
Well, people are saying that that's racist too, and you can't do it anymore.
I understand that, and it's called the tomahawk chop. Or
I don't think it's racist. Just let some things be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just come on.
But I guess we have but we don't have any like that callback, that crowd participation callback thing.
What do you suggest?
I don't know.
Should we come up with our own?
We'd have to have a song that obviously Alabama is the name of the country band, so they have that. We don't really have an Iowa song.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a fight song, of course, and we have On Iowa too. We have those that we do.
I'm trying to think of any Iowa country songs that we have that we could do. People wouldn't participate though.
What about something from George Thorogood? He's an Iowan.
What could we use? We could do.
Bad to the Bone.
No. We could do
one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Seeger. He says the lone highway east of Omaha. That's us.
Ooh, I like it.
What's that song? You know what I'm talking?
Yeah. Something road night. The night road. The night. What is it?
Night moves.
Night moves.
No, it's not Night Moves.
What is it called?
Just slow down. I have it in my head. It's
working up. No, that's not it.
You gotta quit. You gotta quit. You're putting those songs in my head. You gotta stop.
I'm gonna get it.
It's Metallica redid it too. It's
I do not want to do anything by Slipknot. I understand.
Turn the page.
Turn the page.
Mm-hmm. Turn the page.
See?
How did you find that?
Because I knew which song it was,
Google
and
it?
I said Bob Seger songs, and I knew which one it was.
On Google?
Yeah.
How dare you use Google?
I know. Now they're gonna track me.
What?
Sell out.
What is the? What would
Only
be
on
the lyrics
Mondays.
for that.
What's that?
So
Denver, they should do the Cowboys should do "Get Out of Denver" by Bob Seger. No,
I'm sure they've got
or "A Beautiful Loser." It's a good song they could do.
Who?
Cowboys. Beautiful Loser.
Or watch your step. With your tomahawk.
I don't know if you can have a call.
More you know what
I'm gonna.
You know why Dallas doesn't need a song?
I'm sorry. What?
They do. They what?
They don't need a song.
Cowboys?
Yeah.
No, they just need a whole new football team.
No, they got 5 rings.
Okay.
Here come the boys. They're the Dallas Cowboys. They've got 5 Super Bowl rings. To the theme song of Dallas. I guess that's it. I mean, I don't know anything about Slipknot. That's just me. But so I don't know what we would do a callback there of that on a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, and then you have to have a callback. I don't know. I just like the crowd.
Isn't Slip? What's the song like?
I have nothing.
That song.
What is happening right now?
Because it's like that. It's like a honk call.
But that sounds more like a crow.
Yeah, but what song is it? Is that Slipknot?
We'd have to go back to find everything about I'd have to listen to Slipknot songs, and I'm not going to do that.
Changes.
But if someone has a suggestion, I'll gladly
where's
do
heavy
that.
metal people when we need them?
I don't know.
Right here. What do you need to know?
Well, don't we have a comment thread?
Yeah. Hold on. Nobody's talking about the music though.
Time for making changes.
So, yeah, but again, I've never seen that. I don't know if there's more out there like that is a crowd participation. So, it would be neat.
You're thinking of Disturbed.
Oh, that's Disturbed. Yeah. Thank you.
Another band I don't
know about.
Yeah. I listen to more Alabama songs than I've listened to Disturbed.
You would, Iowa.
Yeah.
You see that mountain over there? Where did somebody claim that, man?
I do too.
It's really good. All right. Tomorrow, I don't know what your situation is.
I don't know. I just did my power rankings over here.
I love it. Hold on. Let me cue up the...
Do you have a situation?
I did the power rankings just in case. Mm-hmm. This is assuming that Buffalo wins and Baltimore and Pittsburgh win as well. Okay?
Okay.
Which all those teams are favored.
You got the only star today, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
That should break the tie.
That's what was said, yes.
But
Not enough hooks. Too many hooks promises, not enough delivered.
All right.
Ooh, Mikey Hart. He said the callback should be, "Is this a heaven?" And then the fans say, "No, this is Iowa." I love that.
Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa.
That's perfect.
Is this heaven?
From the best movie ever.
No, it's Iowa.
All right,
I like that.
I think of a song that has heaven in it.
Whoever said that, Mikey said that.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's amazing. He needs to be the marketing director for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
All right, Jay.
Why not?
That's pretty good though.
I did have some movement in my power rankings. Obviously, we had some teams lose, so they dropped. They dropped significantly. The top three do not change, though, despite what Erickson wants. The Steelers, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the New Orleans Saints remain at the top. But at number 4 is Green Bay Packers, and they're looking better and better every week. He just needs New Orleans to lose. I know they beat them head-to-head, but they still have a better record right now. If you guys hadn't lost to Tampa Brady, maybe. They beat him twice. At 5, Jay, moving up. The Colts.
Okay.
26-20, impressive on the road. At 6, I'm assuming they win tonight. Buffalo. At 7, Miami. At 8, the LA Rams. At 9, the Cleveland Browns. At 10, they're the only 10 I see. Tennessee, get it?
I say that to you all the time.
Tampa Bay remains at 11 because they were on a bye. They were at 11 last week in my rankings.
Brady's so great.
Seattle drops to 12. I'm sorry. You lose to the Giants. Something wrong.
At home.
Yeah, that's something wrong. Baltimore moves up to 13.
Okay.
Las Vegas moves up to 14. Arizona drops to 15.
Wow. I don't think that's correct.
So let's go back to what you said about where in your power rankings, the T-Roy power rankings for week 14. Go back to what Adam asked. So we feel still confident about your top 4 is basically rounded out what we feel confident will be the number 1 seed. Any one of those could be a number 1 seed in their conference. So
those would be all your 1 and 2 seeds for sure, right?
Okay.
You really think Arizona's dropping down to 15?
Well, yeah, they lost to the Rams, and I only had them at 13 last week.
So
and so did ESPN.
Okay.
So if you lose at home,
I got you. I know what you're doing.
You're going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Based it off, I circled three teams in my top 15 lost last week so far. Now that's granted these other ones win. Tennessee, Seattle, and Arizona. Tennessee got their doors blown off. Seattle lost to a team they shouldn't lose to.
Right.
And Arizona lost a tough home game.
Arizona plays...
They played the Rams last week. Green Bay had an impressive victory. I thought they looked good. But, I mean, I thought New Orleans looked decent too.
So going back to what Adam said, though, looking at the list, I mean, that gives you a pretty good list of who you think could be the spoiler out of there. Because at the 5...
From the 5, I would say the 5 through the 9, maybe even the 10. Well, the 11, because we got Tampa Bay in there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your spoilers right here.
Yeah, but he said he brought a wild card, but we're looking at the people that weren't the usual suspects right now. Are what we think the 1 and 2 is going to be: Pittsburgh, Kansas City, and then
New Orleans and Green Bay,
or Green Bay, New Orleans, whatnot. But
I would say Seattle's punched their ticket for not being a number 1 seed, even a 2 seed.
Do you see? So the thing is, do you see Buffalo knocking one of those 2 off as a 3 or 4?
Well, I mean, Buffalo has Pittsburgh next week.
Okay. Yep.
At home.
And Pittsburgh's only favored by 2.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, Pittsburgh's going to annihilate them.
I don't know. I mean, listen.
We'll see what
Vegas has it -2. It's closer than we think. That being said, I mean, it's going to be huge to try to go to Kansas City and beat them if they both end up with 1 loss. I don't know how the tiebreaker would work between them and Kansas City. We'll have to see what it would be.
It comes down to it, and it's Steelers and the Chiefs. Who's going to win?
Depends on where they play the game.
It is interesting that, remember, because we've been doing this for years, guessing the lines.
Yeah.
And this year we rarely struggle to not find a line. Multiple times we've been like, oh, the game isn't played on Monday night now. That's why we don't have a line for that game. Well, we have doubleheader. We have a game on Tuesday, and we're still finding lines. It's interesting that the Vegas is like we're putting it out there, and especially during these unprecedented times, Bomber.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're doing it. But it is interesting.
It's so different. Vegas can't really. They don't really have two legs to stand on because it's not a normal season.
Let me go back to and by the way, that press announce was from our friend Brad Hines. By the way,
yeah.
I want to go back and look at when our buddy Erickson sent us the information on what we were looking at there when it came to the final games of the season for those teams. Remember last week when it was the Saints in Green Bay. So moving on, here's what we have. Okay, so the Saints are at the Eagles and Green Bay's at the Lions. I would say that's a win easy. But remember, the Saints are going to host the Chiefs. Packers host the Lions. And then the Saints host the Vikings. The Packers host the Titans. I would say the Chiefs and the Titans game are the two toughest games that those two teams have left.
You think the Chiefs and the Titans? It's going to be a tough game?
No. I mean, the Saints play the Chiefs and the Packers play the Titans. Those are the two tough games that those two have left. So what the Packers need to do is, one, they'll know, because they don't play the Titans till the week after in week 16. They want New Orleans to lose to the Chiefs, and then they know they have to beat the Titans, and then they are the number one seed.
Not going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
Will Breeze be back by then? Do they need him?
It's not going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
New Orleans is not going to beat the Chiefs.
But it's at home.
I said they need.
Yeah, but they need.
I said that the Packers need him to lose to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying that's not going to happen.
I understand that, Bomber, but it's a possibility.
Sure.
Okay.
Just like Biden being your president is a possibility.
So wait a minute. I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying. The Packers need the Chiefs to beat the Saints.
To get the number one seed.
And you said
I understand.
And you said that's not going to happen.
I said that's not going to happen.
Hold on. I'm trying to follow you to you, Ray.
The Packers need the Chiefs to beat the Saints.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Listen.
Oh, no, that's going to happen.
Thank you, Leah.
Sorry.
The Packers need
Yes, I've been saying that. I'm like, Leah, I don't think you're listening.
I wasn't listening. You're right.
Exactly.
Sorry, I was reading the thread, so I was reading about Slipknot. My bad.
Seven Dust and Cold Chamber. Oh, it's not dope. It's not the dope, Mom.
First of all, I don't smoke the dope.
Okay.
Never really have. I like to eat it more often than I like to smoke.
Anywho, what I'm
It's
saying
legal
is
in
it's
Illinois, by the way.
very
It's legal.
possible.
It's legal.
It's very possible we're looking at the Packers as the number one seed. And by the way, it's going to be cold as all. You know what?
Yeah.
Two double hockey sticks.
The reason why the number one seed is important is because of the expanded playoffs this year.
Yes.
Because it used to be the 1 and the 2 got the bye. Now the 2 plays the 7 seed. Yeah. So it's important now to get the 1 just to have that week off.
It's so confusing.
Erickson is very I'm telling you right now.
I just learned about football in the last 5 years, and now it's all changed.
I think it's very feasible that the Packers are going to be the number one seed.
You think the Packers are going to be the number one seed?
Because the Chiefs beat the Saints. I think the Chiefs are a better team too. I truly do.
I think the Chiefs beat the Saints. I think they listen. They certainly can beat the Saints.
Oh, without a doubt.
There's a scenario in there where the Saints can beat them too. But I'm just telling you, it is probably when we do these odds on that week, it's going to be Chiefs -3.
He's not wrong.
Chiefs -6.5.
You want to put an exclamation point? And,
do it.
Do it. I will in that week. I already remember.
What week
I already
is
got it written down.
Is that 16?
What's that?
What week is that? 16?
Well, that's week 15. That's not far away.
Bomber, you're guessing lines next week. Too.
Yay!
I'll give you a sheet. You always have a sheet anyway, so I'll give you a sheet and you can guess the lines. So
it sits with me when you're reading.
Fine. I'll bring in Baby Bomber and she can read them off.
She can read off the lines and then
that's right.
It'd be about as. That'll go about as well as when we had Jake do it from Elite Sportsbook, and we're like, "Hey, let us talk this out." And he'd be like, "All right, it's Bill -3." We're like, "What?
Jake, stop! You're killing me, man."
Yeah, he'd just be like, "All right, we're moving on to Detroit and Minnesota." He's like, "Minnesota -2." Like, wait, what? No. Like, we didn't guess yet. Like,
we have not discussed this.
So that's how it'll probably go down. All right. Well, we don't know much about tomorrow.
Well, Leah's already said it. There's no way that the Chiefs could beat the Saints. So
no, I didn't mean that. I meant the opposite.
You said it 3 times.
I was not. I was.
You said what you said.
I was.
You said what you said.
I was free.
You said what you said.
I was free.
You used your own quote on it.
I hate it here.
No, you don't.
I don't.
One more time. What channel? 712 on direct?
712 from our boy Brad Hines.
Okay. So the doubleheader is at 4 o'clock starting tonight in the NFL. And then, you can go up, go to your whatever watering hole. Don't yell at the bartender. This is my PSA. Don't yell at the bartender and say, like, hey, how come the game's not on? Because it's not on Fox. So it'll be on DirecTV. Majority of the bars have DirecTV because that's the only way you can have the Sunday ticket. So if you're going to go out to watch it, find a place. I suggest you go to a place, 5268 Utica Ridge Road. They'll have it, or Oscars up there, or you can go to
Harrington's Pub. You can go visit our friends Adam and Nancy at Vans.
Yeah, Brad says you have to have the Sunday NFL ticket. So.
Oh, you have to have Sunday ticket to have 712.
There's no streaming service?
Oh, okay.
Not yet. They didn't have time to bid this out, I guess, to Amazon.
Wow, NFL on top of their game, huh?
They will soon, though.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of them. And then
that makes sense. Yeah, 712. That's where all the channels are.
And I can't lie. I've been spending way too much time trying to research the lyrics to Brian Adams' Heaven.
Okay, no Brian Adams is ever going to represent.
How great was
He's a
that?
Canadian.
No! Everyone's together. And
love a woman.
No, not that one. But it's like you're all together.
What was the song from? He was with the Robin Hood song. That was a good one.
That was the one I was just singing.
No.
All for love, one for all. That one.
No, I'm telling you about the song Heaven. Because then we go and he says we're in heaven. And like, no, we're in Iowa.
Football is a warrior song. It's not a love song. We don't want a love song.
What about if we're gonna do the heaven song? No, the better heaven song is Warrant. Heaven isn't too far away.
It's right here.
I like that. Can we
rock it up a little? Carlisle's
Brandy
Heaven is a place on
Carlisle.
earth. Yeah, we can, I'm telling you,
I can record it. I'll record it.
I'm working.
I'll record it tonight.
I like it. We just get hold of Brew Crew.
Remember when I did my Allman Brothers song?
Yes.
That was a good one.
Lord, I was born a Hawkeye fan. Yeah.
It's time for me to go.
From Chuck Long all the way to Kyle McCann. When it comes to cheering, I hope you understand.
Oh, I was born an Iowa man.
Oh, there you go. I do that too. Now we changed some lyrics there. All right.
She's all country.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Good job today.
Brad's beat a puking emoji.
We'll keep you on the keep you on the inside about what's going on tomorrow.
Not a fan.
But enjoy. Thank you guys for tuning in to ESPN 1170 AM and watching us on Harrington's Pub Facebook comments. Thread, leaving comments, and all the nice information you guys get. Playing along with Guess
and Erickson, if you're listening, you might have been ranked number 3, but you sent me a really mean picture on my private messages on Twitter. So
he talked about you.
Mm-hmm.
So Packer fans, just remember Erickson's holding you back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4 o'clock.
True.
We got a Monday night doubleheader. I finally get to not finally, but I get my wish that I love Monday night doubleheaders. So I'm gonna head up to Pints, go say hi to Maddie. It's another Maddie Monday.
Just another Maddie
Monday. Whoa.
All right, take care, Quad Cities. Stay safe and sanitized.
Bye-bye.
We will see you soon.